Bill O'Reilly here, Tuesday, May 11th, 2021. You are listening to the O'Reilly Update. Here's what's happening across our nation. Gas prices jump after hackers hit a pipeline. Mitch McConnell makes an offer on infrastructure. Dr. Fauci says mask wearing could become seasonal. The FDA approves the COVID medication for young teens. The scariest virus vaccination site can now be found in Transylvania. Also ahead, finally, a breakdown of who voted for whom last November. But first, the national average for gas prices up 6 cents to nearly $3 a gallon due to Friday's cyber attack against a major pipeline serving the East Coast. The pipe transports more than 100 million gallons of fuel a day, was shut down after hackers infiltrated the control system. Shortages could occur in some places until this coming weekend. Prices will continue to rise because of President Biden's attack on the gasoline industry. Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell saying Republicans could support an $800 billion infrastructure package, far less than the $2 trillion proposed by Joe Biden. The GOP is pushing the scaled-down bill to focus on, quote, traditional projects like road repair, bridges, fixing the nation's airports, not Green New Deal stuff. White House COVID advisor Anthony Fauci suggesting many Americans will continue to cover their faces long after the pandemic recedes. The doctor credits the masks with slowing the flu as well as COVID. There were less than 2,000 cases of influenza last year, compared to 38 million infections during the winter of 2019. That's an amazing stat. The Food and Drug Administration now approving vax for 12 to 16-year-olds. That will accelerate the nation's efforts to drive down infections, a significant source of new COVID cases taking place in high schools. Residents in Romania can now receive the vax at Dracula's house, Bran Castle, the inspiration behind Bram Stoker's Dracula, now giving injections outside the 14th century hilltop fortress. But don't go at night and take a cross with you. In a moment, a breakdown of the votes for president last November. Right back. This year marks 20 years since America's darkest day, September 11, 2001, and the Tunnel to Towers Foundation has been supporting America's frontline heroes ever since. When a first responder or military service member doesn't come home and young children are left behind, Tunnel to Towers pays off the mortgage to lift the financial burden for the family and bring their families some stability. For catastrophically injured vets and first responders, Tunnel to Towers builds mortgage-free smart homes, enabling our most severely injured heroes to live more independent lives. Our nation's heroes, people who are willing to die for us, need your help. So please don't wait. Join Tunnel to Towers on their mission to do good and help those heroes. Please donate $11 a month at T2T.org. That's T2T.org. Time now for the O'Reilly Update message of the day. I have been waiting for a breakdown of the voting last November for president, and here it is. The stats are from the analytics firm Catalyst. More than 159 million Americans voted, the largest turnout in history. The number of non-white Latinos and Asians skyrocketed 31% compared to 4 years ago. Black turnout rose by 14%. Mr. Biden won nearly 200,000 more black votes in Georgia than Hillary Clinton did in 2016, and that turned the Peach State blue. Mr. Biden scored 28,000 more black votes in Arizona compared to Hillary Clinton, and Arizona was taken by Biden by just 10,000 votes. So do the math. Again, African-American votes meaning the difference. Joe Biden took 44% of the total vote share among white voters, a 3-point increase over Clinton's performance in 2016. But Donald Trump got the majority of white votes. Among college-educated white men, Biden won 50%, 5 points better than Hillary. Biden won 60% of the vote, ages 18 to 29, 56% ages 30 to 45. So even though President Trump received 74 million votes, a record for an incumbent president, younger voters and people of color put Joe Biden into the White House. So the Dem strategy worked. Divide the electorate along color lines, gender lines, most women voted for Biden, and youth against the old folks. And that's what we're seeing today. As President Biden is endorsing equity, as you know, that means the federal government will favor, quote, marginalized groups. Well, all of those groups, with the exception of some gay groups, are people of color. So the Democrats are pitting federal resources, taxpayer funded, on people of color against white people who will not receive the amount of entitlements that marginalized groups do. This is divide and conquer. And then we have the borders. Now, Mr. Trump did improve his status among Latino voters and among black voters by a few percentage points. But because more of them voted, Mr. Biden, as I said, won Georgia, Arizona, Wisconsin, Pennsylvania. And that was enough. Now, the Democratic Party is basically saying to the country, we want hundreds of thousands of foreign nationals to come to the United States because we believe eventually most of them will vote Democrat. And that's what we are seeing on the southern border. So, summing up, we are living in a divided country because one party believes it can keep power through that division. I'm Bill O'Reilly, and I approve the message by writing it. For more honest news analysis, please visit BillO'Reilly.com. And also, please check out my new book, Killing the Mob, already a big bestseller. Thank you. In a moment, something you might not know. Are you looking for your next investment? Bill O'Reilly here. There are 7 reasons to look at the NRIA Real Estate Development Fund. Monthly cash flow payouts of 10% annualized. Bonuses to 21% targeted. They strategically locate in lower-risk, high-demand areas people want to move to. New construction is short on supply. Real estate affords diversification and safety from stock market risk. Their short and long-term strategy provides for steady returns right now. NRIA is an industry leader with a 15-year proven track record. So, if you've been sitting on the sidelines or want to diversify, start your due diligence at nria.net. Or you can call 800-800-1414. That's easy. 800-800-1414.
An offer of securities is only made by the NRIA Private Placement Memorandum. Read it first. Past performance does not guarantee future results. NRIA is a real estate development firm. Learn more at nria.net.
Now the O'Reilly Update brings you something you might not know. Each year, immigration routinely ranks at the top of the list of important issues for American voters. Officials say up to 20 million people are currently living in the USA illegally. 20 million. But what about legal immigration? Well, here's the picture. The Department of Homeland Security publishes a list of, quote, lawful permanent residents. That figure includes people in this country with work visas, permits, and refugee status, things like that. Every quarter, about 150,000 non-citizens are allowed to permanently relocate to the USA. That totals 600,000 on an annual basis, and that number will go up under Biden. Towards the end of 2020, the top 6 countries of origin for immigrants to the USA were India, Mexico, China, the Dominican Republic, the Philippines, and Brazil. The biggest class admitted to the USA comprised of workers. That was followed by family members of U.S. citizens. Finally, refugees. Not too many of them. In total, experts believe 45 million immigrants are now living in the USA, about 12% of the population. So, there are the stats. Now, you've heard the cliche, we're all immigrants, and it's true. My ancestors on my mother's side arrived 3 ships after the Mayflower. Can you believe that? They were Irish, but they went to England, got on a ship, came here. One of my ancestors founded Charlestown, Massachusetts. His name is on the charter. On my father's side, the famine hit County Cavan hard, and 2 twin 16-year-old boys were forced to go on a coffin ship, so named because they threw bodies into the ocean of people who died. They were forced to go without their mom to Brooklyn, New York. 16 years old. They arrived, no family, but they were taken in by other Irish immigrants. And from there, my family stayed primarily in Brooklyn. And now I am the only member of the O'Reilly clan ever to break out of the middle class. Now this. How bad is your back, knee, or neck pain? Mine was pretty bad. I played 4 sports when I was younger, and it's catching up with me now. I tried a lot of stuff to manage the pain. Ointments, pain relievers, fish oil, nothing worked. So a doctor friend of mine recommended Omega XL, and here's why. The underlying cause of painful, achy joints and muscles is inflammation. The key to knock down inflammation before it causes damage is backed by 35 years of research, and that's what Omega XL does. The doctor also says, quote, I can't write any prescription that comes close to what Omega XL accomplishes. She was right. So if you're suffering with painful, achy joints and muscles, stop wasting money and switch to Omega XL. Order Omega XL now and get a second bottle free. Visit omegaxl.com/bill, omegaxl.com/bill, or you can call 800-844-4888, 800-844-4888. Thank you for listening to the O'Reilly Update. I am Bill O'Reilly. No spin, just facts, and always looking out for you.